Do you want to know more about model railroad operations? Why don't you stick around and watch this segment, see how we do on my own scale model railroad, this AR Secondary. Hello everyone, Joe from Central Jersey Conrail and N-Scale. Welcome back to the Operation Series. So today in the Operation Series, we're going to be running the WJSA-33. To refresh everybody's memory, that's the train that calls out of Browns Yard, heads down the Amboy Secondary to service all the industries down near Dayton. Okay, so the crew's got the train all assembled and our air brake test is complete. So let's head over to Browns Yard, we'll go over our paperwork, and then we'll head out to start doing our work. Okay everyone, so here's our train for this morning, the WJSA-33. This morning we're using the GP15-1 number 1645 for our locomotive. We're heading down to Dayton with 5 cars. We have an insulated boxcar for RJR Foods and 3 tank cars going to BASF, and then we have our rear end protection car. Don't forget, we're using the new switch list from the Conrail Historical Society. I'll put a link up in the comment section, so if you want to head over there and go check them out and help support the Conrail Historical Society. Okay, so I just called dispatch to get our Form D. They're advising that they're going to hold us here because they have one train they want to run down the line before we get going. So let's sit back and see what's happening. Okay, so now that we got our paperwork in order, let's head on down the line, get to work. All right, first thing we're going to do is set a handbrake. All right, now we're going to pull the empties out of BASF. Alright, so the conductor's going to get down and he's going to unlock the turnout. And we'll line the turnout for BASF. 1645, turnout's line for BASF, conductors on ground, push forward 4 car lengths to a hitch. Alright, so we're going to couple and connect, and we're going to release the handbrakes on those 3 tank cars. Alright, and now we'll pull those cars out and put them on the main. 1645, pull back 6 car lengths. That's good. Alright, conductor's going to close the turnout for BASF. We'll move down and drop those on the main. Alright, we'll set a handbrake. Alright, so now we're going to start working these guys. We have to pull them over to the main, but probably going to do them in groups of 2 because I don't got enough headroom. What we're going to do is we're going to get the box car out of the way and put that on the main. Now we got to release that handbrake on the tank cars. We got to push back more. I didn't give myself enough room. Alright, so we'll set the handbrake. One couple. Now we'll start pulling tank cars over. I'm going to release the handbrake on that last car. What we're going to do is we're going to uncouple right here. Pull these one at a time. (1645) turnouts line for BASF. Brakeman's on the ground. Conductor's on the rear. Push back 6 car lengths. Alright, so now we got to set some handbrakes. 3 handbrakes, 1 for each tank car. Alright, so now we're going to line the turnout and lock it for BASF. Alright, so now we're going to get our train in order to work RJR Foods. So what I need to do is I need to pull that car and put it on the rear in the main and then run around the train. Now we're going to pull them reefers out of RJR Foods. Alright, 1645, turns line to RJR Foods. Conductors on the rear, push back 4 car lengths. One more. 1/2. On a pin. Alright, conductor's going to release the handbrake. One 645, pull forward 5 car lengths. Alright, brakeman's going to shift the turnout. 1645, turns line for the main, push back 3 car lengths. One more. 1/2. On the pin. Couple and connect. Release the handbrake on that box car. And we're going to push back 2 car lengths. That's good right there. Alright, set a handbrake. Pull forward. Now we're going to spot that. Alright, so we'll spot that over to RJR Foods. So brakeman's going to open the turnout. Conductor's going to get on the rear. 1645, turnouts line for RJR Foods. Conductor's on the rear, brakeman's on the ground. Push back 5 car lengths. We're spotted at the first door here. That's good right there. We'll set the handbrake on that car. Alright, brakeman's going to close that turnout and lock it. Now we're going to push back a couple on the rest of our cars. Couple and connect. Release the handbrake. And we're going to ease forward a bit here so we can do our brake test. Alright. So before we get going with our brake test, I'm going to go ahead and move our car cards and weigh bills around. Pick up these. These are going back. This goes back with us. This goes right here. Alright, got my car cards and weigh bills all organized. Check my switch list. Completed all of our work. So we'll do our air brake test. Alright, so the crew's going to charge up the airline. Alright, airline's at 90 pounds. 1645, give me a set. Engineer's going to set the brakes. Alright, brakes are set. Just going to confirm the pressure. Pressure's 52 psi. It's too low. We're walking the train, checking. Alright, the crew walked the train. They can't find the issue. So we're going to charge up the train line again to 90 psi. 1645, give me a set. Brakes are set. We're going to confirm the pressure. It's now 65 psi. They're going to walk the train and inspect and make sure all the brake shoes are set. Alright. They walked. Everything looks good. 1645 is good set. Give me release. Brakes are released. I'm going to walk back up and inspect the train. Alright, everything's released. Test is successful. Alright, so we don't need a Form D to go home because we are still on the same Form D. We're going to head on back to Brown's Yard. Alright, there we are, back at Brown's Yard. Cancellation on the Form D, 16:39 hours in the afternoon. Alright everyone, there you go, the WJSA-33. Started at 09:47 in the morning on the fast clock and wrapped up at around 4:30 in the afternoon. So overall, about 6 hours, not a bad job. Very enjoyable, nice, comfortable afternoon down here doing some operations for you. Really love working in this section because it's all fully scenic. It just makes it that much more better when you're doing your operations. So don't forget, come back next month. We'll be running the WJSA-33 down to the Southern Secondary. That's a hidden staging area. If you like what you're seeing this for the first time, please subscribe to our channel because we're always doing model railroad operations, and we'd love for you to be following along. And don't forget, if you haven't done so already, check out our Facebook page and Instagram account because I'm always posting daily updates. Otherwise, that's all I have for this time. Thanks for watching. I'll see you. Bye.